Let's go directly to the poll results from earlier in the day. Paxton Lynch? Is that the right?
Yeah, who they should draft
That
this
can't
year
possibly
at
be.
quarterback.
Okay.
Is that really right?
That's the winner.
Is that correct?
We've
Well, I
stumped
guess
Bud.
it's more feasible than Wentz and Goff, right? Cardale Jones, and I think that's a really interesting name to bring up here, both because we have Doug and Chris on the panel. But Doug, what are your thoughts on where he might go, and would you recommend a team taking him in the third or fourth round?
We did mock drafts for all the Ohio State players where Ari Wasserman and Bill Landis and I buzzed in. I took Cardale Jones at 45 in the middle of the second round. I think he is a quarterback that you take with purpose. I think he's a guy who can be a starter in the NFL. I would not take him under any circumstance if I were the Browns. I don't think Cleveland could handle it. It's not about Cardale Jones. It's about him coming to Cleveland as more than just a quarterback because he's an Ohio State star, because he's a Cleveland kid. And if you're not taking him in the first round to say, we're going to play you for 3 years no matter what, if he's in that locker room as a quarterback for the Browns and he's not the guy, all that extra stuff is going to come with him, and everything's going to be, when's Cardale going to play? Well, when's the guy from Cleveland going to play? 31 other teams, he's just a guy, and I think he's going to be good. Here, he's a story. And the last thing that the Browns need at quarterback is a story right now.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I agree with you. And the other thing about that is this hometown boy coming home to save the hometown team at the quarterback position doesn't work out very well. Brian Hoyer.
We've heard that before?
No.
Brian Hoyer tried to do it. Brady Quinn tried
Brady
to do
Quinn
it.
was, Browns fan.
So, yeah, I agree with you. There would be a little bit extra there. However, I keep going back to seeing Jimmy Haslam standing there at the sports awards with Cardale Jones last year, and boy, did he have stars in his eyes, looking up to Cardale, that size and everything. But, I mean, I don't necessarily think they would do it, but crazier things have happened.
Let me ask this, though. Cardale Jones is a guy that needs to sit for a while, right? I think we'd all agree with
Yeah.
that.
Not very long, no.
What?
Okay.
Not longer than anybody else would. Not longer than anybody that's not a top 10 pick would.
Okay, but let's
Why do
look
you
at
say,
it.
wait, why do you say that? Because having starts at the college level and taking those reps, taking those snaps, that's very, very important.
I don't think, but when you get into questions, I don't think he would have to sit any longer than someone like Christian Hackenberg. I'm not saying he would be as ready as Carson Wentz or Jared Goff, who people are taking to be their quarterbacks. But I think he learned the system. He learned how to play quarterback. He was undefeated as a starter. He played basically a full season. Guys have come out with a full season and played quarterback in the NFL. So I don't think he's a guy that you'd have to say, well, he's not going to be ready for 3 years.